been about 10 years since we've seen a car with this branding on it. And honestly, it was never like this. It's the 2023 GMC Hummer EV Pickup Edition 1. I'm super excited. I am not qualified to speak on this car, so I think you got some help.
Brian,
Yeah.
what are we doing? Well, cut the chit chat, get in here, we'll go over all that. Like, I'm excited. I don't want to be sitting in here anymore.
Let's go. Let's get on. All right, so John, first thing we want to walk around this exterior, check out what all is different from the previous Hummers, and it looks like a lot.
Oh, yeah. I mean, other than the name and everything, you know, kind of the shape, and it does give off the, you know, the original Hummer kind of vibe, but that's where the similarities end there.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm noticing on the headlights here, you're seeing the Hummer logo all the way across the end.
Correct.
And it ends in that EV down here.
Yep.
Pretty awesome. Below that, you have the GMC badging blacked out in the grille. And pretty hard grille down here.
Yeah, I mean, you got your tow hooks there in the front, so, you know, if you need to pull anything out, those things are pretty heavy duty.
Yes, they are. So as we come around the side here, John, I'm noticing these gigantic off-roading tires.
Yep, so you've got 18-inch wheels there, 35-inch tall tires, so it's, you know, it's going to get you where you need to go. Yeah. And, you know, again, don't forget these off-road tires really get this thing moving too. You know, you have that 1,000 horsepower that's gonna take you 0 to 60 in right under 3 seconds. And that's with off-road tires. So
we're gonna test that out. You obviously have these running boards down here on the bottom, making it easy to get up into.
Right, and you're gonna see that bottom half of the truck there, Brian. It's, you know, it's a pretty thick lower piece there. That's where all of the batteries are contained. So it kind of makes this whole frame an integral part of the whole truck, so it gives it extra rigidity, and, you know, that center of gravity is low.
As we come around to the back, more LED tail lights here. Looks like a unique symbol there. Actually, if I'm turning my head sideways, I'm noticing the H.
Correct. Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of different little Easter eggs on this thing, and, you know, the tail lights themselves are an H for Hummer, kind of turned sideways there.
Also, a few cameras throughout the car as well. I'll be interested to get into that, but if we're just gonna put down the trunk here, just one push all the way down, right?
And then this is gonna give you the, you know, the same tailgate that GM offers across the rest of their trucks.
And we love this tailgate, right? Because it's the MultiPro Tailgate.
Right.
It breaks apart.
MultiPro.
Yeah.
So you hit that other button, it'll drop down and give you a step, and then this one here actually comes, you know, you can add some stuff.
So you can
pass through there. You can use that as a step. You can use it as a
and if you put this down the whole way. So now, whenever we do this, we have a step. Oh, what's going on down here?
Well, surprise, surprise. This one actually comes equipped with the kicker speakers. So, you know, if you're doing some off-roading and you just kind of pull off to the side and maybe taking in the sights or sitting down and relaxing for a while, you can Bluetooth your phone. It does have a couple ports there for USB or auxiliary input.
Yeah.
Put your phone or, you know, any type of musical device to that, and you can listen to some music outside of the truck.
And great for tailgating, I'm sure. And up here, looks like you have...
Yep, so this is the power retractable cover. You got the buttons on the outside.
Wow. Okay, so inside, looks like we have a nice protected, covered trunk
so you got the bed liner in there. This does have, again, because you have the MultiPro step, you do have the grab handle that's going to come up there, just like all the Sierras have. So you can use that to get in and out. It's a little easier to do that because with the Hummer, you don't have the stake pockets that the normal Sierras have. Yeah. You know, so if you do need some assistance getting up and down out of there, you do have that.
This is where you have your charger, right? Oh,
yep.
There we go. So one press and it'll open up. You have your 2 different charging ports there, right?
So that's if you want to use your fast charger. So if you're out, you know, in public and you want to get a little bit of an extra charge in there, obviously the one here at the top, that's just going to be your main home charger.
I have got to see the inside of this. We're going to start off with the back seats, see how much space we got back there. Let's go to it. All right, so coming into the back seat, John, we have obviously that step there that helps us get in. Right. I have a lot of space back here, a lot of perforated leather. cup holders, even maybe a place here for your cell phone. Couple chargers down here. You have a USB-A and a USB-C charger, some ventilation, and your AC. In the back seat, I'm noticing there is a pattern on the ground. Do you know what that's about, John?
Yeah, so when you look around this vehicle here, Brian, you're going to see a lot of patterns that it's the surface of the moon. So GM has brought a lot of that stuff over to the Hummer. They did work with NASA on the actual first moon landing. So they've kind of brought all of that into the Hummer. And so if you kind of look there, the floor mats have them. These do have inserts that will go in, so they'll snap into place. This does have the under seat storage, and then also over here in front of you, you see that Bose, that's your subwoofer that's under there.
Oh yes, right here, yeah.
So the seats, real easy, they just fold up. So like any of the other GMC pickups, the Sierras, seats are just gonna fold up to give you access to, you know, put stuff in here that you don't want sitting on the seats. And then behind both of the outboard seats, you do have the behind the seat storage.
It's also worth noting back here, all 4 of these panels break out. And you can actually see through these up here.
Right.
So that's pretty unique.
Yeah. I mean, this is the only truck that is actually on the market that is listed on your registration card as being a convertible. Wow. So not only do the panels come out, but the center bar up in the front will actually be removable also. So that opens, you can open that whole thing completely up, along with the back. And then another neat feature that goes along with that is the rear window slides completely down.
All right, so we have to start up the car, and then we can go ahead.
So you got a button that's right here. You just push it up. That window's going to slide down, so you can slide it up and down and as much as you want.
Well, John, I have got to say, really impressed by the back seats alone. We got to get up front and take this thing on the road. So let's get to it. All right, so first thing, John, I'm gonna turn on this car because it's hot outside.
Yeah, it's definitely, it's a warm one.
We have everything lighting up here, noticing more of that moon theme going on. When I'm sitting in here, this is a rugged car, you know what I mean? Like this vehicle is definitely takes a beating.
But I mean, you can tell. Obviously the materials that are just on the armrest here, it's also on the seats. It's a little bit more of a rugged material, so it's going to hold up better.
What I'm noticing on the steering wheel here, we have the Hummer logo across the front. You have your safety features on the left-hand side, and it looks like your settings for what's on the screen up here, as well as your voice commands and your phone here on the right side.
Again, the whole moon theme goes over into your infotainment center, along with your driver infotainment center. So you're going to see there across the top and on here. Again, it would be like you're looking above, and there's some mountains there that are on the moon. And the really cool thing is at night, whenever your headlights come on, you do see some shifting. So you're going to see some shadows pop up as almost like if the moon is passing the sun.
I really love that. That's really awesome. The other things I'm noticing real quick before we get this on the road, the shifter here this is the new GM.
So this is, if you've been in any of the new Sierras that have the center console, they're also going to have that electric shifter. So same shifter that's, that is, again, if you're familiar enough with the GMCs, same shifter you're going to see in the Sierras. Right up here in the front, you're going to have, that's your switch for your sliding rear window. And then this comes equipped with the rear camera mirror.
So I love that. That's awesome, because that's actually a video of behind us. So like, if there's anything in the back of the seat that would block my vision, that is going to shoot right past it, and I can see very clearly day and night what's behind me.
And GM, I mean, that's something, a lot of people will ask me, am I supposed to drive with this? And yes, that was the whole part of it. When GM developed this, just another added safety feature. So we're in normal drive mode. So we turn this knob, and you're going to see it's going to pull up these animations that come through. So there's the My mode. Gives you a cool little animation. Turn it again. This is going to go to off-road. It's going to give you that cool little graphic there. Again, you're going to see this is all going back into the space. So that's surface of Mars there.
That's Mars for sure.
You're going to go to terrain. Another graphic there. Again, we're back on the moon. You've got a tow haul mode. This is kind of one of my favorites. It's pretty cool. Looks like you're on a runway there in the mood. You're on that normal mode. We passed the tow haul.
Okay, there's the tow haul.
So this one you're inside, but you see behind it, it's got a big trailer hooked up with with a rocket there on the back. So again, going back to that normal mode. It's kind of like you're going down a runway on the moon. So it's cool little graphics that go along with it. And then again, there's just a wealth of information that you're looking at here. So the crab walk, to engage that, you're going to push and hold the button that's going to turn on your four-wheel steering. So you're going to push and hold it. You're going to see this screen up here pop up. You're going to keep holding it until you see that circle completely fill up, turn orange. Once you let it go, it now comes up over here and it says rear wheel steering, crab walk. And that's how you engage the crab walk.
And you can see under the vehicle from this mode.
Right, so you can, that's the front, you can switch back to the rear, or you can actually see both at the same time. So again, more for being off-road, it's going to automatically throw those under the vehicle cameras to make sure that if there's anything below you that you have clearance. To disengage that crab walk, then you're just going to hit that four-wheel steering and it's going to go right back to your auto steer.
All right, guys, so this is, believe it or not, day 2 of us reviewing this vehicle. We ran out of time yesterday to review it, so because there's so many things on the inside of it, we're just gonna get it out on the road now. And full disclosure for everybody watching,
so much stuff that we couldn't cram it into a 24-hour day.
Yeah. And yep, that's got as much power as.
How's that compare to your? How's that compare to your?
My hybrid.
Yeah, your hybrid.
Yeah, I would say probably not even in anywhere near the same. Yeah, no, I think that first off, as we're driving this, we notice that it drives. It's got that golf cart feel to it because it's an electric vehicle. So you have when you hit the accelerator, that's when you're going. When your foot is off the accelerator, you begin to slow down like we're doing right now.
Right.
So it's a very much like that golf cart feel. And next thing we're going to do is test out some of these safety features. We have a lot on here. We're going to try to get through them very quickly. I know this is going to be a long video as it is. So as we're sitting here, what about the warranty, John? What is the warranty that comes with this Hummer? So
typical GM warranty for your bumper to bumper, it's going to be a 3-year, 36,000 mile warranty for bumper to bumper. Your motors and your battery are going to be an 8-year, 100,000 mile. Right?
So up here on the dashboard, we'll see first off our adaptive cruise control up and running right now. As I set the cruise control, that will slow us based on the car in front of us. So if we're going faster than the car in front of us, it will slow us down like it's doing right now. My foot is off the gas, off the accelerator and off of the brake, and we're coming all the way down to a stop there. Car in front of us is now picking up speed and away we go.
Right. That's a nice feature because I know a lot of people that aren't familiar with adaptive cruise control. They kind of worry about how quickly it will bring them to a stop and how much of a stop it'll bring them to. So that's why I always tell people, if it needed to, it's going to start to slow you down and it will bring you to an absolute complete stop if it had to.
And it's doing a really great job here in this traffic. We got a little bit of traffic here on both sides of us. The next thing I'm going to do is actually, since there's nobody on our left-hand side, I'm just going to go ahead and nudge the vehicle over towards that side, and it's bringing us within the lines of the road. So it has that lane keep assist feature where it's keeping you within your lane on the road.
Right.
We have the adaptive cruise control. We have the lane keep assist. On the left-hand side, look at this. We got our blind spot monitoring. And if I turn on my turn signal while somebody is in my blind spot, that is going to flash at me and let me know, again, here's somebody in my blind spot, turning on my turn signal, and it's flashing to alert me not to make that
Right.
Wow.
Now, if you notice here, Bri, too, right next to your speed that you have set for your cruise control, you see that steering wheel came up next to it there. That's letting you know that Super Cruise is now available. So whenever you see that indicator pop up, you know that it is available. So if you want, you can we can increase the speed there with the cruise to get it set. If you want to hit that button right there on the steering wheel with a little
here with the
that's going to be your Super Cruise button. So
there it is.
You see the steering wheel now illuminated green on there. You have your green indicator on the steering wheel itself.
This car is driving itself.
Yes. Now you just kind of sit back and let it do everything. So it's going to take you around the corners. It's going to now slow you down. This does have the automatic lane change. So if you do come up on a car, because we have the adaptive cruise, so if you do come up on a car that's going slower than you have two different ways you can go about that. You can switch lanes yourself before you get up there. And again, with the Super Cruise, all you have to do is just put the turn signal on. It's going to check to make sure that there's no vehicles around you. It'll switch lanes. But if you come up behind a car and it's running too slow, it will automatically switch the lanes for you.
Well, we're coming up on a pretty slow bend here, so we'll see if this happens automatically. I'm watching it turn the wheel for me. No, this is absolutely driving itself. It's got all the features in it. I'm just being attentive to what's going on. It does look like that we are slowing down based on the car in front of us. There's nobody in the left-hand lane here.
Yeah, so if you want to go ahead and just hit your turn signal.
Oh, I didn't even hit.
So it came up. Yeah,
I didn't even hit it.
It is indicating right there auto change.
Yeah.
Auto lane change, and now it's going to speed you up. And you're going to see as we start coming up here, Brian, it's going to end. So we're coming up to a stoplight and getting into a section of road here where there's going to be more stoplights coming up. So this will actually alert you to take control of the vehicle, that we're coming to the end of a mapped road here. And it's going to alert you. What it's going to do, it's going to deactivate the Super Cruise. Your adaptive cruise is still going to be turned on, so just be aware of that. It's going to start to slow you down here, but then it will increase the speed if it has to once it activates.
Here it is.
So
here it is flashing for me. It's slowing us down because I didn't have my foot on the accelerator.
Right, and you felt there the adaptive cruise kind of kicked in. So
we should check out this backup camera, don't you think?
Yeah, we can do that.
Let's check that out.
This is equipped with the surround vision.
All right.
So you're going to have your 4 cameras around the vehicle.
I'll go ahead and put the thing in reverse. And we'll just come back here. Predictive lines, always good, especially with a larger, boxier truck like this.
Right.
We're going to back right up to the curb, see the 360 view. You know, obviously you have some other views back here as well. Straight down view. You have your side.
That's looking back towards the rear
And
wheels.
you need all of these when you're driving a boxier car like this, right?
I mean, this is nice because, you know, you do have this view here. But again, if you had maybe a wall or something behind you and you were trying to get as close to that as possible or back up, I know you can see here. But again, this is going to give you a more clear view of how close you are to what's behind you.
And once again, we have the video camera in the back that's also showing us our rear view. So, John, we got watts to freedom here.
Right.
And this is like a launch mode for this vehicle. So, tell me how to do this.
All right. So what we're going to do, you're going to go ahead and you're going to come to a stop. You're going to push down on the pedal all the way.
All the way.
Hold it with your left foot. It's going to say floor it. You're going to want to hang on to that camera.
Hang on to it. Here we go.
Hang on to the camera. I'm more worried about that thing going backwards. So go ahead and floor it.
All right, I'm flooring it.
And it'll tell you when to let go. Release the brake.
Whoa. Woo. All right, well that's 60. Wow. So that really gave us a lot of propulsion there right away, instantaneously, like we see these electric vehicles do. That put us back in our seats.
Yep.
How did the camera look, Alex?
Oh, it went back.
And that's going to do it for our first drive on the 2023 GMC Hummer EV Pickup Edition 1. John, if they have any questions, obviously they could leave them in the comment section, but if they wanted to contact you, how could they do that?
They can check us out online at smailgmc.com or stop down and see us right off of Route 30 in Greensburg.
And that's going to do it for our first drive. So until next time, guys, enjoy the ride.
We'll see ya.